Hey, how you doing? So what we have here is a Boss DS-1 distortion. It's pretty much a ubiquitous pedal. It's used in stock format by tons of folks. Used in modified, as this is format, also by tons of folks. So a little bit about this mod. Like I said, it's a cool pedal in and of itself, but it could be a little harsh and not in a good way though. Could be a little brittle and harsh. So yeah, so I got into modifying and circuit bending stuff at least 15 years ago. We scoured the internet, got Brian Wampler's book on how to modify pedals, bought modified pedals from various folks, and actually this one has some stuff from, I don't know if anyone remembers Vodka Mods. I always liked their stuff. I thought it was a little different than what Keeley and Analog Band and other folks were doing. And so this is kind of like a hybrid of some Vodka Mod stuff, some Wampler stuff, and what it does is the primary thing that's been done, other than upgrading some of the caps and a few resistor changes, is the stock clipping diodes have been removed, and in their place we have these two guys. Now, what these two guys do is each one is identical. Each one has a silicon 1N4001 uh, uh, diode on one end of it, and has a germanium 1N34A diode on the other side. So, remove the stock diodes, put these guys in place, and what this enables you to do is you can have up to 4 different clipping options, as you can hear in the demo. With both switches down, you have the robust, Marshally kind of crunchy silicon 1N4001s. Higher headroom, it's louder, and like I said, crunchier to my ears. When they're both in the up position, both germanium diodes are in play, and that is volume drops a bit, so you got to up the volume to compensate. Um, it's a smoother sound. It's not as crunchy, smoother, warmer sound to my ears, and it's cool, I think. Now, both of these, whether they're both down or both up, it's still symmetrical, right? So we still have symmetrical clipping. But what's cool with the way this is set up is you can make it asymmetrical, in that you could have that diode position in the silicon and this one in the germanium, and it's now asymmetrical clipping. And you could flip it and have that be the silicon and this one be the germanium. And so it gives you 4 different clipping options, which is cool, I think. And the big thing sticking out here, what is this all about? I'm into circuit bending. I like that stuff. I like being able to pull some of the functionality that's within the pedal out and make it available. I'm a player myself, so that's kind of like what the idea behind this is. Why have just one clipping setup when you could have 4? So that's kind of the idea behind it. So there's a messing around with it. There's a cool kind of circuit bent synthy chaos, kind of like a random noise generator vibe thing that is accessible when you do the little circuit bend thing. It's just basically one wire from one part of the circuit to another part of the circuit. Now the problem with that then is obviously it's on all the time, and it's if all you want to do is make those synthy weird out there noises, which is cool, then you're sort of stuck with that. But what I want to do is, once again, bring the functionality of the pedal, make it as versatile as possible. So therefore, what I have is, this is not momentary, sorry, not momentary, it is a latching foot switch. So you can hear. So when you get the distortion to about noon, that's when it like really starts kicking in. Now, obviously, you could play over it; you'll hear it in the demos, but it also obviously self oscillates and can be used as a as a synth in and of itself. So it could be used as sort of like a synth, as in and of itself, just a noise drone. Actually, yeah, it actually kind of bleeds through when it's in the on position. So obviously, I think you'd probably want to, in bypass, if you're not using it, have it off. But either way, so yeah, that's the story of this pedal. It's for sale on my Reverb page, and I hope you dig it and hope you consider buying it. Okay, thanks. Any questions? Obviously, reach out to me and have a great day. Thanks. Bye.